Athletes in Coeur d'Alene battled that heat all day, record heat, as they worked to complete one of the most grueling athletic events. Just seconds ago, the lights went out on Ironman Coeur d'Alene, but one man was already in the dark the whole race. KXLY4's Melissa Luck working for you with this special report. She is live from the Ironman finish line where the deadline to finish had just passed. And Melissa, an especially inspiring finish from one Ironman.
Aaron, I cannot tell you how emotional it has been. It's so emotional here at the finish line. 11 o'clock was the cutoff this year to finish Ironman Coeur d'Alene. It is 11:08. There are people still coming across just wanting to finish this grueling day. But about 40 minutes ago, here's something that I can barely describe. All eyes in this race were on one Spokane athlete. And that is retired Army veteran Scotty Smiley, blinded 10 years ago by a suicide bomber in Iraq. Tonight, about 40 minutes before that cutoff, he heard those words, "You are an Ironman," yelled to him by this Coeur d'Alene crowd. And he accomplished something most of us never could imagine doing. He did it blind. Scotty was with his brother-in-law and guide, Andy Cooper. They struggled throughout this race. There were times that Scotty and Andy wanted to quit, but none of that matters now. They kept going. They did it, and their finish will inspire so many others to never give up. They said after the race, I talked to Scotty's wife, they were about 6 miles to go. Scotty had been hurting, and he said, 6 miles, let's go. And they did. Obviously, it's extremely emotional just to witness it, but what has been the real story here today has been the heat. Everyone has struggled in it, including us. Unrelenting heat for anyone involved. But remember, these athletes got in the water before 6 o'clock this morning, spent the hottest part of the day on the bike and running the marathon on scorching hot asphalt. A lot of them did not make it. Some had medical emergencies. A lot realized it was just too much for their bodies to handle. For those who stuck it out, the best part of the race, aside from the finish line, of course, was coming down the side streets to see neighbors ready with hoses to cool them off.
It's so inspirational to me watching these athletes and what they endure, and so if I can help them in any way possible and encouragement, then I want to be able to do that and support the athletes.
You're back too.
And this guy was out with the hose too. Aaron Moat finished Ironman, then instead of resting and relaxing, he grabbed a hose and started spraying his fellow racers. That's not all. He also used his Ironman to raise $3,200 for Make-A-Wish. It has been a tough day out here, extremely emotional, but gosh, they did it. My friend Jessica Carson, a single mom of 3 kids, was the last finisher. She came across about 10 minutes ago now and just embraced her and said, "You did it." They all did it. We have so much to tell you about Scotty's journey, especially. We're going to sleep on it, and we're going to bring it to you tomorrow on KXLY4 News. Aaron, I'm a mess. Back to you.
It sounds like you've been cheering quite a bit. Thanks, Melissa, for that. Thanks for putting in the hours today.